Okay, I want to firstly start off by saying that I'm very sorry for the extremely late podcast. Pretty sure it's the latest podcast we've ever done. The first podcast we recorded, as you'll hear probably in the podcast that's coming up now, completely messed up. My computer destroyed itself and got rid of the first podcast. The second podcast completely was ruined by the end of it and was unusable. I've tried to salvage as much as I can from it, but this is basically a warning that this podcast is going to be shite. Enjoy!
Welcome to the Opium podcast. Welcome to you. I hope you have fun talking about games you love to play on the OP podcast.
Welcome to the Opium Pulses podcast, Season 2, Episode 8, the finale.
Yeah, for the second
For
time.
the second time.
You could have put a bit more effort into the intro. I am Sam, by the way.
Warren always is always exhausted when he starts.
When I have to do it for the second time, I am, yeah.
Edit the third time. End of edit.
I'm just so
Really-
tired. Oh,
Right,
I'm
so,
bored of it. Oh.
Right, I don't know.
What?
Are you all right, Sam?
No.
Clearly not. So this is the third time we've recorded this podcast. We did do it before, I don't know, about a month ago.
And again a month later.
And my laptop, my laptop decided to die, and therefore the podcast was gone forever. We tried for ages to try and retrieve the podcast, but it just wasn't working.
Spent $80 in the process trying to get it.
Yeah, well, we got that back. We spent 80 quid. I said, "Where's my podcast?" I didn't get it back. Give me my money back. And to my surprise, they said yes. So so we got our money back. But yeah, so that podcast is gone. That was a brilliant podcast. Really happy with it. Gone forever. And then the next attempt fucked up too. Whee!
Yeah.
And in the meantime, while they had lost the podcast, and before telling me, just before telling me they had lost the podcast, they gave me a heart attack by making me think Lewis was dead.
Well, that was your own fault, really. I don't think Warren even planned it. If Warren said, "Oh, something terrible has happened to Lewis," then I'd blame Warren.
Exactly.
But he didn't. He just said, "Sam, I've got some terrible
He
news."
did. You said, "Sam, I've got some terrible news," and I thought immediately of you, Lewis. It was just how
I
we
don't
did
know
it.
why you assume immediately that I.
Because you're the only bastard I know.
Yeah, that is true. I'm always
Yeah.
worried Lewis is going to die tomorrow.
See? When your brother admits it, you know it's true.
Anyway, we recorded it.
We're in
We
the
were
podcast
massively
right now.
happy with the podcast that we got. Even surprised by Sam, who told a few jokes that were funny. I know. Right, just to sum up quickly before we kick in, this is going to be a sort of nostalgic episode that goes back and puts a twist on some of the first things we did in the very...
Fuck up number one. There seems to be some missing audio. Warren was going to say the very first podcast here.
So forget the pilots, because they were very directed at our community. The first ever episode of episode 1, this is going to be a sort of retro relook at it. A reanimation. A remake!
Yeah, Opium Pulses podcast comes back in HD.
An HD remake of episode 1.
Ooh, HD.
Yeah.
Started to upgrade, have we?
Yeah, this one's got achievements as well.
And trading cards. From now on, all future podcasts will come with trading cards, achievements, and in full HD.
Yeah,
Unless your
trading-
laptop breaks again.
Yeah, alright Sam, you prick.
Right. They'll still get the trading cards from this one anyway.
Yeah, we'll just send them off in the post.
Yeah.
If only you could make trading cards.
It's alright, it's got online co-op.
Online co-op.
Yeah.
Got a bit of multiplayer thrown in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes with a full co-op campaign as well.
Don't be silly.
Not really. We've only got a tiny budget, man.
Yeah.
What is it, 2p?
We haven't even got that, have we?
I've got 2p somewhere.
Yeah, I suppose. I think I've got one somewhere as well.
Right, so we've got a budget of 2p, and that's going to be for my involvement, because I'm a bit of a cheap sort.
It's a royalty for Sam.
Yeah, royalty for me, you bastard.
It's transition time now.
Okay, right. Can I kick off with something that I read online today?
Yeah, you can do. What is it? Just like a bit of chat?
Yeah,
or
just a
something
bit of
like that?
discussion. So these obviously are going to be the bits that are different to the original podcast, but we did discuss things, didn't we?
Well, in that sense, it's the same then, isn't it?
No,
really?
I know, but they're all going to be the same features. This isn't.
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
So I don't know if either of you have read it. I think it only came out a couple of days ago, but apparently Google Street View car ran over a dog,
What?
and it's been proven by the images.
So there's just a dog on the floor.
Oh.
How do they know it wasn't just having a lovely sleep?
So
Well, they got-
there's an image of a car driving down the road. Well, not a car, but the view of the car. and there's a dog in front of it, and then when it drives past, if you look behind, you see a dead dog on the road.
No.
Oh, that's shit.
That is mental, isn't it?
I wonder if they're gonna get sued for that.
No.
What exactly do you have to do when you hit a dog? Do you have to tell someone or what?
Well, if it's owned, you have to stop, don't you?
Yeah, but then what? You've stopped, you've told someone, then what?
Drive on, mate.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't have a clue what to do if I hit something.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with you either. Drive on or stop. Because you don't drive, do you?
No, but, you know. There
He
was
means
actually
on
a time
his
the other day that I was coming home on my bike and it was pitch black outside and I was thinking to myself, like, what if like a deer comes out right now? As soon as I thought that, a deer fucking come out.
What happens, Lewis?
How the fuck would you hit a deer on your bike?
The deer
It was a little baby deer.
Fuck
deer
off,
will hit
would
you.
happen. What's it going to do? Get stunned by your amazing flashing light on the top of your bike? Shit, there's a flashing light, I better stand still.
Lewis, if you're on a bike and you clip a horse's leg, would you have to get the insurance?
Yes,
details?
I think you would, kind sir.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can imagine that. So, yeah. What's your insurance details? What do you mean insurance details?
No, I'm
For
not
the
asking the person on the horse, Sam. I'm asking the horse.
horse.
Anyway, that's all I had for that.
Just so you know, I cut loads of stuff there because it was too fucked to use in the podcast now.
I thought before we start with any of the episode 1 stuff that we could do the questions for Sam. You know, when we get a new guest on, we ask him questions.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, I didn't prepare any questions.
I've got some, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to call the feature Average Everyday Questions for the Special Guest, okay? And this is the jingle. Average Everyday Questions for the Special Guest!
Why do your jingles always get worse?
Is that all right?
Oh yeah, perfect.
Cool. Sam, are toads just ugly frogs?
No.
No. So toads do
Yeah.
exist. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, toads exist. But they are
Alright.
fucking ugly.
That is a sigh of relief.
That's official, people. Toads exist. If a mermaid came out of the sea and threw a frisbee at you, would you throw it back?
Oh, well, depends what type of mermaid. I mean, if it's the fish off on the top and the human legs on the bottom, I might do, because there could be some fun there. But if it's the human body on the top,
What are you talking
yeah,
about,
you
Sam?
know, just don't look. Keep the head in the water, legs up. If it's the opposite...
Wait, what? Wait, Sam, you do know this is not the question of if you could shag one, how would you do it? It's what do you mean? It could be a bit of fun.
Do you know what? It could be fun.
Oh, what was all that leg in the air shit? I asked if you'd throw a frisbee back at it.
Warren, he was telling you how he would shag it.
Yeah, damn straight.
I think we should move on. Sam, where do babies come from?
A stork. Doesn't
Stork.
everybody know that? You know, the stork flies in, drops off the baby, and fucks off again.
Just confirming, man. Where do you get them? On eBaby.com or something?
No, I kind of think it just happens. You know, they just kind of... I mean, my son just turned up on the doorstep. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, that
Where
must
the fuck
suck.
did this come from?
Yeah. You're playing a bit of Titanfall and a baby gets dropped off by a giant stork.
You should have just tried to send it back, man.
Yeah, where to?
Damn it, good.
Where to? Do you ring the stork company up? Hey, stork, yeah, come back and collect it, you fucker.
You could
Saying
probably
that, do you know what? Actually, playing Titanfall, if my baby came in a Titan, I would not be handed that
There
thing.
you
That's one baby you would keep, isn't it?
go. Yeah, I'll have that. I'll sign for that. Okay. Are octopuses just land spiders?
Fucking hell.
Do you mean sea spiders?
No. No.
Yeah, you kind of did say it the wrong way around, Warren.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's-
yeah, yeah. You know, they crawled into the sea and come
I'll
through.
ask that
I like
again,
it.
shall I? I forgot it. Lewis, you ask it.
Are spiders just land octopuses?
Yes, yes. They came out of the sea and thought, we quite like this. I'm gonna stay.
They just came out, become hairy, and turned into spiders.
Yeah, they got rid of their suckers. Why isn't hot chocolate just melted chocolate?
Because somebody's a cheap bastard.
What?
Okay, that sums up the world. Okay, and the last one, Lewis. Since you're the editor, I'll let you do exactly what you want with this question. You can leave it in, you can take it out, you can jinglify it, alright? This is completely down to you, okay? You are responsible for this question. Alright? 100%. So if anything happens, you were the responsible one.
Alright, as long as I've got full control, I suppose.
Sam,
Yes.
if your mum was black, do you think you'd eat more chicken?
Fucking hell.
I eat a lot of chicken anyway. I might eat more watermelon, but I don't think I could eat any more chicken.
it better.
You know I can't leave that in. That's fucking ridiculous, Sam.
Change the subject. Please change the subject. Please.
Lewis, your LOL hates from episode 1. Do you remember much about them?
A little bit.
Okay. So, what's your view on fat people now? Because I know you were quite upset with them, weren't you?
Well, I still think they need to lose some fucking weight before they get on an escalator with me.
Oh, for God's sake, it's not changed, does it?
Why would it change? Why would I change my mind? That's how I feel.
Well, you might have met one and went, you know what, you fatties ain't too bad.
Well, that's never going to happen.
Oh.
How fat are we talking about here? Are we talking about the ones that sit in the mobility scooters?
We're talking about the ones that are at least 20 stone.
20 stone, okay.
That's
Fucking
quite a
hell.
high margin.
Okay, well, another one of your LOL hates was about escalators.
Yeah, go on.
I told you I'd do some research on escalators in that episode, and we never got back to it.
Oh, okay. So you've done some research. Cool.
All right. There's not much information because it's a little bit fucked up, really. But escalators have various patents spanning from 50 years, and they weren't invented in that 50 years. But 4 different patents from 4 different people were filed within a 50-year period before they were actually made. So a lot of people wanted these. They were loving it. And this was in the 1800s. They wanted stairs to do the job for them.
Lazy fuckers.
Yeah, it's the big fat fuckers we were talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, back to the fat. And they started off stairless, which, would you have loved that? I don't know if you'd have loved that or not.
So wait, they were just a flat surface that moved.
Yeah, they didn't have stairs, so they were just a long, bit of...
So wait, they didn't go up anywhere at all?
They don't go up, no. Well, the reason they stopped doing that is because people started falling down.
Well, they could have surely been at like a diagonal angle to go down or up.
No, because the fatties rolled down, Lewis, and took everyone out. It'd be a good workout if you went on the escalator for the path the wrong way.
Be like a treadmill, a free treadmill for fat people.
Yeah.
They can finally lose weight from being on these escalators. And then they can become smaller, and I can sneak past them on the escalator. This is perfect. I love this. This is great.
Okay, that gets a big fat thumbs up from Lewis. Okay. Right, well, that's all I've got. I didn't have much time to do research on them. Maybe another day.
I've got something for you. I just read
Okay.
it. The shortest escalator in the world,
Yeah.
83 centimetres.
What is it for, a hamster?
No, somewhere in
Is it just one step?
it's just 3 steps. 3 steps, 83 centimetres upwards. Why?
So
It's in the Guinness
is it
Book
the
of Records.
traditional escalator, so the stairs that go up?
Yeah, stairs
That's
go up.
only about 4 steps.
He just said it was 3 steps.
3!
I think it's 3. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a quick check again.
Because that is ridiculous.
Yeah, shortest examples, according to Guinness, the shortest escalator in the world is in the Okadaya Moors in Japan, and it is a vertical rise. It's only 32.8 inches, 83 centimetres.
Vertical rise.
As in, it goes up.
Oh, okay. Rather than just like...
Typical Japan.
Yeah, it would be in Japan, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they're short enough anyway out there, so maybe that's a big one to them.
Moving on. Moving on to something else.
Anyway, so would you like to do a lol hate, Lewis?
I could do. I've got one prepared.
One thing I'd like to say before you do lol hate is that I noticed in our older podcasts that they were a lot more angry. They were very sort of brutal. And we got a little bit...
Well, we sort of stopped doing them after a while, didn't we, anyway?
No, but every now and then we'd bring an occasional lol hate back, and they just weren't as, you know...
Well, as soon as I start doing the lol hate, you guys seem to want to back out.
You can't bring me into this, you slag. You guys.
I wasn't talking about you. I was just talking in general, you knobhead.
Yeah, but I'm talking to you now. So when you say you, it implies me as well, doesn't
Well, I
it?
was mainly talking about Warren, to be fair, but...
I'll just bring the hate back, that's all I'm saying.
Lol hate!
Okay, well, my lol hate this week is, you've probably had it yourself at one point, decorational pockets. What the fuck is the point in decorational fucking pockets?
Yeah.
The main problem I have is that they've got the little top bit there which flaps over, and then that's it. But they could easily just make a little bit extra, and it's an actual fucking pocket. I don't really understand. Like, is it meant to be fashion? Like, oh, look at that guy over there. He's got fucking 70 pockets over there.
He's got at least 18 pockets.
I just don't really understand the reason for a decorational pocket. What's it actually doing there? Why have the little flap that pretends it's a pocket when it's not a pocket? Either have a pocket or fucking don't have one.
I have worn a few jackets with decorational pockets, and I always find that I just wish they were pockets.
Yeah.
Everybody does, Warren. You're not alone. I'll tell you what, it's not only you, but the pocket wishes it was a pocket.
And if it's fashionable for them to be, decorational, how are people going to know?
They don't know, Warren. That's the problem. They think it's a pocket, so why not just make it a fucking pocket if that's the fashion?
Yeah, I'll stick that in room 101 for you if you want.
Yeah, please do, because it's pissing me right off, mate.
Okay. We're basically doing the features in order of the way they happened in episode 1.
Although some of the features are fucked, so I couldn't include them inside this podcast. But don't tell Warren, because I said something here that I can't remember.
Well, I've got them written down in order, so hopefully we can go through them that way. It's the game review list. Now, Sam, you may have listened to this episode.
I did.
When Lewis did the review for Binding of Isaac. And a few people, because I think it might have been the first review he did, or at least the first one Lewis did, where a few people picked up that Lewis might not have got a few things factually correct.
Well, it was a game review, so you can't really say I was wrong because it was opinion.
Wrong, embellishing, just making shit up, just general.
Well, I wasn't making shit up. I was just telling you stuff about the game to the best of my knowledge.
Wow. All right. Well, thanks for your comment, Lewis, but I do believe it's my turn now to talk.
All right.
So shut your fucking mouth.
All right.
What I've done is I've gone out of my way to pay a Binding of Isaac expert to go over your review.
Oh, God.
And translate the reality of the game against your verbal bullshit.
I was about to say, I did listen to the podcast, so you're telling me that everything he said about that game was basically verbal diarrhea?
No, it wasn't, Sam. Now, come on. No, it wasn't. That was me doing my best to review a game.
I think we're going to have to go with this. So, big shout out to Birdcute on Steam. He responded to my announcement at the news group, and he has kindly taken hours out of his day to go over Lewis's review and just correct, I don't know, some of the bullshit.
No bullshit.
All right. So, he starts with Lewis mentions Isaac falling over at the beginning and people laughing at him.
Yeah.
He responds with, it's an interpretation of Isaac being pushed away from his religious mother, who is trying to kill him to prove her infinite love to God.
True fact number 1.
Listen. Sadly, his only way to stay alive is to jump through a hidden trapdoor, which is why he's crying. Now, what you said is he fell over and started crying.
Well, I don't know, do I? I don't know how he ended up on the floor. I just assumed that he fell over. It was me making an assumption. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but that's just what I interpreted from the game.
Okay.
May I make a quick thing? Let me guess, Lewis. As usual, you don't watch the fucking cutscenes of games you don't find interesting.
Sam, Lewis has never played this.
Yes, I have.
Right. He then goes on to say, the so-called woman waiting for Isaac with eyeshadow on, as Lewis described, is actually a gaper, one of the many enemies in the dungeon. These are walking around, and when they see you, they suddenly become angry and start running towards you, and they look nothing like women.
Well, I don't know, do I? I was just describing what I saw. To me, they look like women with eyeshadow on, okay?
He finishes that with, they're more ugly, angry, and have screaming faces while they walk around. Maybe this is how Lewis sees females. I love the way he fucking talks about your shit. It's so fucking funny.
I respect his opinion.
I love the way Lewis is trying to defend this.
Honestly, he's going to defend this to the ground. You watch.
Well, of course I'm going to defend it to the ground. He's pretty much calling me a liar. I was just reviewing the game.
Yeah, but give a game at least a good review. Point out the good bit.
Well, there was women with eyeshadow on, wasn't there?
That's not good, you slag.
Okay, he then says, Lewis also talks about a pair of glasses that help you see through walls.
Yeah, I remember them well.
However, they only open doors to secret rooms that can be found by bombing specific walls or via said glasses.
Well, it looks like I found an item that even he hasn't found.
Yeah, do you reckon? He said the falling asleep with the boss scene is of Isaac trembling with fear before the actual fight starts. He is not sleeping with, near, or among the boss.
Well, I don't know, do I? I don't know what he's doing. This is just what I thought was happening.
You talk such shit. You're being proven bang to rights and he can't help it.
So far, all I picked up is Lewis cannot tell when somebody is having an emotional crisis.
Maybe I can't, but it doesn't make me a liar, Sam.
This is one of my favourite bits. One of the weirdest things in the game is how you kill enemies. These flying circles are not in fact yo-yos, but tears that deal damage. These tears come from your great sadness of everything and everybody around you, not a yo-yo.
Well, you know, yo-yos, tears, you know, who knows what they could have been.
This is a great bit as well. There are also shops where you can buy hearts, keys, and other such things. So I have no idea how Lewis found shoelaces or paperclips.
Me too, actually. Okay, so that one part is one that might be wrong.
One part?
Yeah, I was obviously mistaken there, okay?
Oh, fucking hell. It's the way it's written is perfect. Oh, he continues that by saying, I have played The Binding of Isaac for over 100 hours and never found anything like this. Maybe the developers gave him a special edition that no one else was allowed.
Oh, yeah, I remember now, they did. I remember they gave me a special one.
He guessed it. I wasn't going to say. Oh,
so they added shoelaces and what was it?
Paperclips.
So they decided to give you a special edition by adding shoelaces and paperclips.
Well, it's a weird game, Sam. Maybe that's what they put in the special edition. You don't know, do you?
What's
Fuck
funny
off, Lewis.
is Lewis was prepared to admit that was a lie, and then...
Yeah, no, I forgot. I forgot it was a limited edition.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, sorry, Bird Cute. I didn't know it was going to go like this. Anyway, he then says, now regarding Lewis's favourite part of the game, throwing a beetle at the boss.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember this part again. This is a great part. You better not say this is wrong, because it's definitely not.
There are no such things as beetles in the game, except if bombs are named beetles, of which they are not.
Well, wherever they were, Warren, they looked like a fucking beetle to me, so...
It looked like a beetle, did it?
Yeah, it did. And I tell you what, maybe that was part of the limited edition as well, Warren.
Yeah, you fucking lured him. He sums up your review by saying, "This is great. When I was trying to transfer from what Lewis said to what actually happened in the game,
Wow.
I had quite a few problems. For example, I have no idea where he found a car in the game.
Secret area.
In some cases, his descriptions were so confusing that I doubted he was even playing the game. When I figured out he was indeed talking about the right game, I was wondering if he even played the game or his opinion was made up based on screenshots and reviews written about something completely different altogether."
That is rude. Well, I very much appreciate his analysis of my reviews, but maybe I've just played it a little bit more than him.
He's completed this game 100% twice.
All right, well that's nice, isn't it?
Just not now.
Can we slap him, please? He's just talking bullshit. Oh man.
And I can take critical analysis, Sam, but we obviously had different experiences of the game.
You, Lewis, need to say fucking sorry to every single fan of Isaac.
That was a nice, very factual, solid review right there, Sam.
Solid review, my arse. That was a solid piece of shit, Lewis. Do you know what? I've never played this game, but that's pissed me off, the amount of bollocks you said about it.
It was a very good review. I'm sure a lot of people appreciated the amount of time I put into writing that.
Were you stoned? Drunk?
He finishes his sum up by saying, but it was funny, and in most cases, I was able to figure out what he was talking about.
See? Factual review.
Everyone please be aware that there are not just a couple of rooms in the game, as you might expect from Lewis's analysis. One try usually takes a good 45 minutes to complete if you don't die first.
I agree.
He wanted me to tell people what his personal opinion of the game was, and that is, my personal opinion of the game is quite positive. What I value most is the infinite replayability. You never get tired of this game. All the item spawns are random, and there are over 300 items altogether, so you never play the same item combination in a row. This makes it challenging.
Yeah, see, you just said it. There's 300 items. You could easily, have missed some that I found.
So you're saying that because there's 300 items, he might not have come across the car. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, and the beetle.
And the paperclips and the rubber bands.
This makes it challenging and lots of fun. This game might look hard when you start playing it, but as soon as you get used to it and figure it out, it's a very, very fun game to play.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with him. Yeah, definitely.
Of course you do. You would do, but you don't agree with any of the bullshit he spoke about. But there,
I didn't say I disagreed with him. I just said we had different perceptions of the game.
My favourite
bullshit.
My favourite sentence from all of that is now to Lewis's favourite part of the game, killing a boss with a beetle. That is just the greatest slide ever. Thank you, BirdCute. You've chosen your 2 games. He chose Murder Miners and RPG Maker, and I'm going to get him another game in the future. So thank you very much for spending the time that you did to, I don't know what you did. What did he do, Lewis?
He taught me extra things about the game that I reviewed.
He taught Lewis about the game that he played, and he taught a lot of people about Lewis. So thank you very much for that.
We had about half an hour conversation there about Xbox and Titanfall, but I had to cut it out because it was comedy fun. Sneeze!
He sounds easy like that to sneeze, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Goat news!
Yeah, I have to get a sneeze ready throughout the podcast, ready for Goat News.
That's why we do it later on in the podcast, so we can get one ready.
Yeah.
But this one is going over, I think it was the second Goat News we'd done, because we did one in the pilot series. And it was about Robert Newman, who was fined for sexual relations with a goat and many other animals.
Ah, Robert Newman, yeah.
You remember him?
Yep.
Well, I did a little bit of research into what happened after he got out of jail. You remember he got a 8-week jail sentence, which he only
Didn't
served...
it say something like he committed crimes against nature?
Yeah, 6 crimes against nature, yeah, and 6 counts of animal cruelty. He also had to pay for the vet bills. He was sentenced for 8 weeks, and he only ended up doing 6, and then he was released from jail. Probably on good behaviour, but there's no goats in jail, so...
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, what I know of.
Goat News next
Might
week.
do a bit of research on that. Barnaby might be in there. He's a bit feisty, isn't he? So after jail, he unbelievably moved in with the owner of the goat. Moved into her home.
All right, okay, normal so far.
And he moved in to form a real sensual relationship with the goat. And he paid the owner of the goat $3,455 in relationship rights on top of $800 a month rent.
So wait, did he sleep in a bed with this goat?
They were in separate rooms to begin with, and she's allowed them to share a room but in different beds.
This is fucking stupid, man. Where did you find this information about the goat shagger and his later life after jail?
This was on Huffington News.
Oh yeah, the reputable source that's fucking Huffington News.
Do you know what? I personally would never get with somebody that had it off with an animal. Screw that shit.
No one's getting with it.
He didn't shag a goat and then she got with him. This is the wife. This is the owner of the goat.
Interested in humans.
He's not interested in humans at all. He just wants animals, Sam.
Yeah, he's not interested in humans. I remember when he was with his first girlfriend, he tried to agree with her that he would have sex with her bull in her bed. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he tried to make a deal.
Yeah. Well, they were in separate rooms, and I think recently she's allowed them to basically just do as they please as long as the goat's happy.
So, wait a minute. What is she getting out of this? Why has she agreed to this?
Well, she spends a lot of time with the goat. She looks after it and milks it and stuff, and so I suppose she gets...
you know you're just making this bollocks up, don't you?
Oh, right. Things you shouldn't be.
If you agree that everything you say is bullshit, then yeah, we can move on.
Why don't we talk about something else? Why are we lingering here?
A thing you should never be. How many have you got, Lewis?
I've got 4.
Same here, mate. What's yours?
Okay, my first one. How do you dispose of a human body?
I've got one quite close to that. Best place to hide a body.
It's a bit weird that we've got the same one.
Show me Uranus.
You would quickly regret Googling that. How do I get illegal drugs through an airport?
No, you can do that. That's fine. Okay. What do Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter have in common?
How do I wake a baby up after shaking it?
Oh, right, that's it. How did we get the worst one last?
That's how I planned it, man. I wanted to shock you right at the end. Seriously, man, though, how do you wake up a baby after shaking it?
That is awful. Things you should never be. Bing, bing.
Right, are you ready for my letter then, guys?
Yep.
Dear Game. Do you want to explain what that is, Warren?
It's a UK video game retailer.
Hello, how are you? I am fine. I like games, including Fable, Halo, and all the other ones. You have always made me very happy, Game, mainly within the penis department.
Well, this was supposed to be retro.
That is retro. He's talking about his penis.
I have always liked all of the games that you provide. Although the other day I became very disappointed.
All of them.
Yeah, every single
All
one.
of them. That is nice of you.
Right, can I continue? I was legging it through your website the other day when I came across Destiny, the limited edition. What?
That is a fucking ridiculous sentence. Legging it. Yeah, so you were scrolling mega fast.
Yeah, just legging it through their website. Right, let me carry on. To my disappointment, it was fucking expensive, son.
Do you say son?
Son.
Like,
This in turn forced me to order the game that I dearly wanted from fucking Amazon, mate. And no one shitting wants that, even on their birthday.
me too, actually.
So game, even though you used to give me so much pleasure in the past and our relationship used to clearly be something really special, I feel it is time that we go our separate ways. You sadly just don't fulfill my needs anymore. And I have fucking needs.
Right.
Please game, kindly shut the door behind you when you get the fuck out.
Get out of where?
It's not me, it's you. I miss you already, you fucking cheating cunt. Opium Pulses.
It's not me, it's you.
I wish they'd just give me prices that Amazon give me. You know, they're clearly fulfilling my needs more.
Or get the fuck out.
Yeah, or get the fuck out. Did you like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, do the jingle for me then, Warren.
I'm not begging, I'm just asking.
Lovely. Come on, Sam, do something to entertain us.
I'm just cooking the squirrel, you know. It's good eating, the squirrel. They good. I shot it with a shotgun, kind of blew it to bits, but as long as you don't get the metal bits in your mouth, it tastes alright, you know. Just bung a few bits of deer in there, or maybe a rabbit, and you got a good thing. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna bang my sister after this, 'cause
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm from Virginia, you see, boy. Well, I smoke tobacco all day long. I'm about 18 stone. I drink whiskey all the time, and I have sex with a goat.
You're just going to keep on going, aren't you? Edit, just so you know, I have taken out Sam's Indian accent. Not because it was too broken for me to use, but because it was far too racist.
No, if you don't like the Indian accent or the American accent, I can do okay Russian, because you know the Russian accent, because you kind of go to Russia, you drink the vodka, you shag the bear. You know, all women, they're so hairy, they're kind of bearish, so, you know. But when you go to Russia, there's a few things you got to do. You got to drink the vodka, and then you've got to have sex with at least one Russian bear, as we call them. I think the Americans call them whales. I think the Americans call them whales, you know, where they're really fat, but America kind of has it better because theirs are just fat, ours are fat and hairy.
I can't believe you're saying this.
I went out the other day to the shop to buy more vodka, because I don't know if you've ever been to Russia, but we have entire stores dedicated to different types of vodka. So as I was walking, you know, shotgun in hand, walking the barrel along the street.
Said it twice.
Well, yeah, I'm Russian. I've had a little bit of vodka while I've been talking. You know, I've shot it about 18 pints.
You've shot it 18 pints?
Do you not understand Russia? I mean, you've got to come to Russia sometime, you know. You just sit there, pour a pint of vodka, drink it, pour a pint of another vodka, drink it. Our water is so shit. It is so shit that you have to drink, that you have to... Yeah, it's so shit, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So what you've got to do when you're off in Russia is you've got to drink vodka. So we have vodka on the cornflakes, because we don't have no milk. All the cows are brought up on vodka, you see, so it's kind of acidic. So what you got to do is you got to pour the vodka over the cornflakes, and then with your coffee you have vodka. Then when you even just have a glass of water, you add vodka. Because that's what you do in Russia. Do you not do that in England? You not add like whiskey. I mean, I've heard all about your Scottish people, you know, the ginger-haired people, the big beards and the kilts and, you know, the little dresses that they wear with that big dangly bit down in front. You know, I've heard that they just only sit there.
They just only sit there?
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Russian bear man.
But yeah, as I was saying, I was walking to the shop to buy some more vodka. I had my bear on leash, because, you know, you have the bear on the leash. I had my shotgun in my hand, you know, the automatic. You know, you get given them. As soon as you come out of school, you get the choice between AK-47 and shotgun. Obviously, you know, if you want to actually hit something, you go for the shotgun, because they're a little bit more accurate, you see. But yeah, I was going down to the shop, and this big old hairy woman jumps out in front of me.
Oh shit, man! What did you do?
I didn't know what to
no.
do. I didn't know whether to shoot her with the shotgun or set the barrel now. But she jumped out and said, "Glur, glur, 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 I want to have it off with you." I was panicked by this.
Well, yeah, I imagine you were.
So I
Yeah.
took another sip of the vodka,
Yeah.
and she actually started to look better.
That's win-win then.
So,
Yeah, that's good.
so you know, we started with the kinky stuff, you know. She's so hairy. I thought I was shagging my bear.
But you weren't.
Oh no, I was shagging the bear. The bear was better than her. I started drinking the vodka. The bear got more attractive. You're seriously not seen Russian women. They're so bad. You still drink the vodka. 18 pints of vodka later, and I still look fucking horrible. And the bear sat there looking like he's in a bikini. So you kind of just got to go with the bear on this one.
Okay, you need to change accent now, Sam, because I feel like you're bullying the Russians.
Some of them are quite good, you know. I can do, like, partially the Irish accent, but I kind of end up going into Scottish every now and again. But I quite like doing the Irish accent, you see, because it's fast, it's grand, it's nice. And when you see an Irish woman, it's always funny to try and trick them into thinking you're Irish, because a lot of the time you actually can. And to be honest to all you Irish people out there, I love you to pieces, but fucking Jesus Christ. There is nothing better than a horny Irish girl. And if you can't find a horny Irish girl, then the sheep are pretty good. The Welsh taught us that, you see. But I kind
There
of
has
just...
been so many racist slurs in this.
I love Ireland. I've been over there. But when you're over in Ireland, basically all you do is drink. And if you don't drink, then you don't look Irish. And they've got about 10 pubs just on one set of high street. They've got a pub next to a pub, next to a pub, next to a pub.
Sounds
And
like
it's kind
Abingdon.
Oh no, trust me.
Oh, Russian.
It's a... I lose the Irish accent every now and again. It's a real pain in the ass. Scottish ain't too bad either. Scottish is like you just talk as if it's all at the top of your throat, you see. Because, you know, shagging haggis all day and eating like shit really takes... Yeah, you know, it's made out of guts. It's made out of guts, liver, but you don't want to eat it. So you kind of just make a little hole in it with your fingers and warm it up a bit. And it's quite fun, you know. Because you're just going back and forwards. It's kind of like what they call a fleshlight. But you kind of just fuck the shit out of it. And when you're done with it, you just feed it to somebody. You just give it to the dog. It don't really fucking matter. That thing don't know what it's bloody eating, does it? But have you seen our cows up in Scotland? I don't mean the big hairy woolly beast with the fucking horns. I mean our women.
Okay, thanks for that, Sam. I asked you to entertain us, and you definitely delivered. Okay, thank you everybody for listening to the podcast. I've had to cut out a lot in this podcast, and I'm really sorry that it's quite short. It was actually 2 hours and about 40 minutes of recording altogether, and I only managed to get out about 40 minutes. So hopefully the next podcast, which will be coming out for season 3, will be much better than this podcast. Obviously, it'll have more jingles, it'll have more content, and we'll definitely have some new features for you. So I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Opium Pulses podcast. Come back soon. Anytime is good for you. Bring your friends too.
Thank you for listening to the Opium Pulses podcast. The music was written and performed by Marie Dance. Come back next week.
Romery, ever so lonely, with nobody to hold my own. Oh, I do. I go into the old British accent, you see.
I bet
we
he
go-
accents himself to sleep some nights.
It keeps me company, you see, because it reminds me of how much of an idiot I am. This is the biggest dickhead British accent you'll ever find, sir.
Maybe a chicken little bundle.
There is a moonlight. one of the richest men in the world is the Duke of Westminster.
That's the most boring fact I've ever heard in my life. Turn it off.